See, chemistry of nitrogen and its compounds means we discuss about nitrogen, dinitrogen or N2 gas, preparations and properties as well as ammonia. Nitrogen compounds means NH3 preparation and properties, and nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides structures and properties, and HNO3 nitric oxide preparation and properties. So these are the important nitrogen containing compounds or nitrogen compounds. So out of that, ammonia preparations and properties are very important for board examination. Let's see nitrogen, dinitrogen preparations. Generally in atmospheric air, around 78% by volume dinitrogen is present. So from atmospheric air we can prepare N2. So the first one is preparation methods. See, in laboratory method, in that what we are doing in first one, fractional distillation of distillation of air. Fractional distillation of air, then we'll get first N2 gas, N2 liquid nitrogen, first liquid N2 distilled out. Distilled out first, because its boiling point is 77.2 kelvins. See, 77.2 kelvins means negative boiling point, ma'am. Is not 0 degrees means 273. Just only 77.2 kelvins means it is around how much? 273. Approximately 190 minus 190 degrees Celsius. So lower boiling points, very low boiling points. So in atmospheric air, majorly 78% by volume N2 gas is present. The remaining 21% oxygen gas is present. So when compared to the oxygen and nitrogen, compared to the oxygen and nitrogen gas, its boiling point is less. That's why lower boiling point gases, lower boiling point containing compounds will be distilled out first. Later O2, oxygen gas will be distilled out first, because its boiling point is around 90 kelvins. It is around 90 kelvins. So the fractional distillation of air, from the fractional distillation of air, nitrogen gas we can prepare. Next, the second one is in laboratory method. This is industrial method, ma'am. In industrial method, nitrogen gas can be prepared by the fractional distillation of air. In laboratory methods, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Ammonium chloride can be treated with NaNO2. Sodium nitrate. Then we are getting N2 gas. Let's see. Here one nitrogen atom is present, here one nitrogen atom is present, they convert into N2. And sodium and chlorine, they combine to give NaCl. Hydrogen and oxygen, they combine to give water molecule, H2O. See, 4 hydrogen atoms means 2 H2O and 2 oxygen atoms are present. So this is the laboratory method. When ammonium chloride treated with the sodium nitrate, then producing N2 gas, nitrogen gas. The third one is thermal decomposition of ammonium dichromate, NH4 twice Cr2O7. Thermal decomposition of ammonium dichromate, NH4 twice Cr2O7 is called ammonium dichromate. This ammonium dichromate on heating, then we are getting N2 gas. N2 gas plus this chromium Cr2O7 is converted into chromium oxide, Cr2O3 plus the remaining 4 oxygen atoms are present and 8 hydrogens, then converted into 4 moles of water. Okay, this is the third method. The thermal decomposition of ammonium dichromate is very, very important. This question they are asked in objective in JEE examination also came, means they will give this reactant, what are the products among the following, otherwise they will give some important options. Among the following, which reactant on decomposition to produce nitrogen gas? Like that questions they are asked earlier in JEE and CET and NEET examination. So this preparation method is also important. The next one is the next preparation method is decomposition of nitrides. Nitrides means barium nitride. N3 twice. Nitrides means N3 minus. Barium is second year group element. Okay. Nitride ions, how it will balance? Ba plus 2 plus 2N3 minus. Azides, nitride ion. Now this is on decomposed. Then what we are getting? We are getting 3 moles of N2 gas plus barium. The same way, nitrides, sodium nitrate, NaN3, 2 moles of sodium nitrate on decomposition. Then we are getting 3 moles of N2 plus 2 moles of sodium. So these are the another method one. So the decomposition of nitrides producing a nitrogen gas, And another method for the preparation of nitrogen gas is reacts with ammonia, NH3. So this is the chemical properties of ammonia also. NH3. When ammonia react with copper oxide, when ammonia reacts with copper oxide, then forms N2 gas. Here nitrogen N2 means 2 moles of ammonia we need to take. In producing N2 gas plus 3 to just 6 hydrogen atoms and 3 oxygen atoms produce 3 moles of water and 3 moles of copper. Okay, and another method from ammonia only, when ammonia reacts with calcium oxychloride, CaOCl2. This calcium oxychloride is known as bleaching powder. Calcium oxychloride is known as a bleaching powder, CaOCl2. Then ammonia, 2 moles of ammonia reacts with 3 moles of calcium oxychloride, forms 1 mole of N2 gas. And this CaOCl2 is converted into calcium chloride, 3 moles of CaCl2, calcium chloride plus here 6 hydrogen atoms and 3 oxygen atoms to give 3 moles of water. So these are the different preparation methods of dinitrogen or nitrogen gas. Let's see the first one what we are discussing, fractional distillation of air. From the fractional distillation of air, liquid nitrogen will be distilled out first because the liquid nitrogen boiling point is less when compared to oxygen, liquid oxygen. Okay, that is the fractional distillation of air. In industrially, in the large method or large quantities of dinitrogen we are preparing, because in atmospheric air approximately 78% by volume N2 gas is present. Okay, students. The next in laboratory preparation methods, what we are discussing, treated with ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride treated with sodium nitrate, NaNO2, then they produce nitrogen gas. And the next one is ammonium dichromate. Potassium dichromate formula we know that K2Cr2O7. That K2 means K plus. See here NH4 plus, 2 NH4 plus Cr2O7 2 minus is known as ammonium dichromate. This ammonium dichromate is on heating or thermal decomposition, then we are getting N2 gas. Nitrides N3 minus are called nitrides. Barium nitride or sodium nitride or lithium nitrides. That nitrides on decomposition to produce N2 gas. And another one is ammonia react with cupric oxide, copper in plus 2 state, cupric oxide or calcium oxychloride, bleaching powder. Then they produce N2 gas. So these are the different methods for the preparation of N2 gas. Let's see chemical properties of N2 gas. Actually, N2, nitrogen gas, is chemically inert at room temperature because in atmospheric air, if you are aware that 78% by volume N2 gas is present, but it is at that atmospheric air the temperature is very low. That is called room temperature. At that temperature, nitrogen gas is chemically inert. It does not react with any other compounds. That's why the nitrogen is very stable. Let's see first one, chemical properties. The second one is chemical properties. Chemical properties. Let's see the first one. Why N2 nitrogen gas is chemically inert at room temperature? That question they are asking in 2 marks question. See, N2 gas is chemically inert. Chemically inert at room temperature. At room temperature. Chemically inert at room temperature because N2 means what man? The structure N triple bond N. It has multiple bonds. Bond order how much? Is equal to 3. So bond order is increases means bond dissociation energy what happens man? More because of high bond dissociation energy. High bond dissociation energy. Therefore, reactivity is inversely proportional to bond dissociation energy or bond order. If bond order is increases, what is bond order? Already in first PUC in chemical bonding chapter there only we discussed. So in diatomic molecules or in homodiatomic molecules, highest bond order is present in N2 gas. What is the highest bond order? 3 only, N2. O2 bond order at 2. So the reactivity is inversely proportional to bond dissociation energy or bond order. That's why reactivity is very less and it is chemically inert at a room temperature. If temperature is increases, N2 reactivity gradually increases. N2 reactivity gradually increases. So at higher temperature, nitrogen gas or dinitrogen is chemically reactive. It reacts with metals or non-metals or some other compounds. See, at higher temperatures, N2 reacts with metals, both metals and non-metals. N2 reacts with both metals and non-metals. Let's see A, metals. What are the different metals present? For example, the N2 gas at a very high temperature, it reacts with lithium metal, forms lithium nitride, forms nitrides. When they react with metals, forms nitrides. Lithium nitride formula is Li3N. See here, 2 nitrogen atoms are present. That's 2 moles to take. Then how many moles of lithium atoms we need to take? 6 moles of lithium atoms combined with 1 mole of N2 forms lithium nitride. Because the nitrogen valence is 3 and here lithium valence is 1. Means according to crisscross rule, Li3N. Those are called lithium nitride. As well as calcium or magnesium, they react with calcium or magnesium or aluminum, forms corresponding metal nitrides. Let's see here Ca3N2 because its valence is 2. Calcium belongs to second year group elements. Its valence is 2. That's why 2 moles is enough. And aluminum valence is 3 and nitrogen valence is also 3. Then they forms ALN, aluminum nitride, ALN. Just 2 moles, then 2 moles of ALN forms. Okay, so these are the reacts with metals. When this Dinitrogen reacts with non-metals. Non-metals means we know very well that familiar reaction preparation method of ammonia. N2, nitrogen gas, react with 3 moles of ammonia. It is a reversible reaction. According to Le-Chatelier principle only, we are producing ammonia gas. Means for reversible reactions, favorable conditions for the formation of products are favorable conditions for the formation of forward reaction. Means depends on temperature and pressure. Depends on temperature and pressure as well as catalyst also. Because for particular reactions, they have particular catalysts are present, because the catalytic activity in a reaction is specific. Already we are discussing in surface chemistry chapter. Then we are getting 2 moles of ammonia, NH3. This method is known as Haber process. So again, this reaction conditions and all we will discuss in a preparation methods of ammonia. There we will discuss. Just you remember. So it is very very important. 1 mole of nitrogen gas combined with 3 moles of hydrogen gas forms 2 moles of ammonia. The next one is when react with nitrogen react with oxygen. Generally in atmospheric air both nitrogen and oxygen are present, but they can't react. They cannot react because that in atmospheric air the temperature is very low. But here how much temperature is required? Around more than 2000 Kelvin temperature. Means very high temperature. This process is endothermic process. The above reaction is the exothermic process. This is above formation of ammonia in Haber process, exothermic process. It is endothermic process. The temperature is required of around more than 2000 kelvins. How much more than 2000 kelvins temperature or very high temperature is required. Then 2 moles of NO. Nitric oxide will forms. Nitric oxide gas. This nitric oxide is unstable and immediately this nitric oxide combined with oxygen forms NO2. Nitrogen dioxide it will forms NO2. Nitrogen dioxide means 2 moles. Then here 2 moles of NO. Then 2 NO2 plus O2 is converted to 2 NO2. Nitrogen dioxide will forms because NO nitric oxide is unstable and immediately combined with oxygen forms NO2. So these are the some important reactions that of N2 nitrogen gas with non-metals. Okay, let's see some very very important reactions. N2 chemical properties. This N2 reacts are combined with this nitrogen gas combined with calcium carbide. Calcium carbide. Then at around 1300 Kelvin temperature forms CaCN2 calcium cyanamide. CaCN2 name is calcium cyanamide. CaCN2 is known as calcium cyanamide plus carbon graphite. This mixture is known as nitroleum mixture. Nitroleum mixture means CaCN2 plus C carbon or graphite. That mixture is known as nitroleum mixture. Is used as fertilizer. Is used as a fertilizer. Okay, when it reacts with alumina, Al2O3 forms in the presence of carbon also. When Alumina reacts with nitrogen in the presence of carbon, forms aluminium nitride, ALN, aluminium nitride, 2 moles of ALN plus 3 moles of carbon converted to 3 moles of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. And one important characteristic is this aluminium nitride or calcium cyanamide, both on hydrolysis. Here CaCN2, calcium cyanamide or aluminium nitride on hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means reaction with water. On hydrolysis produce commonly ammonia gas. Here 2 nitrogens are present and produce 2 moles of NH3. And here 1 nitrogen is present and produce NH3. Then this calcium 2NH3 and it combined with remaining Ca, calcium cyanamide. The byproduct is calcium carbonate, CaCO3 forms. And here aluminium hydroxide, 3 moles of water is required and produce aluminium hydroxide is the byproduct. This aluminium hydroxide is white PPT, white gelatinous PPT, gel, white gel. Okay, so these are the some unique character. This calcium cyanamide or aluminium nitride on hydrolysis both produce ammonia. Both produce ammonia. From ammonia also we are preparing N2 gas. When ammonia reacts with water, what are the products? Ammonia reacts with cupric oxide CuO, or ammonia reacts with bleaching powder CaOCl2, then produce N2 gas. At the same way, calcium cyanamide or aluminium nitride, they are hydrolysis, they form ammonia gas. So these are the important chemical properties of N2, important chemical properties of dinitrogen. Okay, let's see the second nitrogen and its compounds. Means the next nitrogen containing compound is ammonia. Ammonia preparation methods and properties we need to discuss. Let's see, the second important compound is ammonia. Okay. Ammonia. Molecular formula is NH3. Ammonia molecular formula is NH3. The structure, if you observe that structure of NH3, the nitrogen is central atom. So in it nitrogen valence shell contains 5 electrons are present. In the 2 electrons are present in s orbital and 3 electrons are present in p orbitals. Means 1 s orbital and 3 p orbitals. They are intermixing with each other, forms 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Out of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, one is a lone pair, and the remaining half filled 3 sp3 hybrid orbitals bonding with sigma bond with hydrogen atoms of s atomic orbitals. Then they form 3 sigma bonds. What type of sigma bonds? Sigma sp3 s sigma bonds. They have one lone pair. Now its hybridization is sp3 hybridization, and due to the presence of one lone pair, its bond angle is less than 109 degrees 28 minutes. That's why 107 degrees. Its bond angle is approximately 107 degrees, and the shape is pyramidal shape. Pyramidal shape. Okay, this is about the structure of NH3. Now let's see preparation methods of NH3. Preparation methods. NH3. In laboratory method, the first one is laboratory method. What is laboratory method? The laboratory method, urea we know very well. Urea, NH4, NH2, CO, NH2. This urea on hydrolysis with water. Hydrolysis with water forms ammonium carbonate. NH4 twice, CO3. This is on decompose. This ammonium carbonate on decompose to produce 2NH3 plus CO2 plus H2O. These are the production. So from urea, this is a laboratory method. Urea on hydrolysis forms ammonium carbonate. That ammonium carbonate on decomposed to give ammonia and carbon dioxide gas and water. So this is the laboratory method. The second one is in laboratory method. The second one is ammonium chloride. From ammonium chloride. This ammonium chloride is treated with alkaline. Alkaline means either sodium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide. This is alkaline base. Ammonium chloride is treated with alkaline solution, then forms NH3. NH3 plus NaCl plus water molecule. And another alkaline solution you have to take this ammonium chloride treated with calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice, forms two moles of ammonium chloride we need to take because that calcium hydroxide forms calcium chloride. Then produce 2 moles of NH3 plus CaCl2 calcium chloride plus 2 oxygen atoms are present and 2 hydrogens here also 2 hydrogen, then 4 forms 2H2O. So this is another method for the preparation of ammonia gas. The one is from urea, and second one is from ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride treated with base alkaline solution, either sodium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide, then we are getting ammonia gas. Then we are getting ammonia gas. The next one is industrial method. Industrial preparation method, that is Haber process. In the large scale of ammonia, we want to prepare means we have to follow the industrial methods only. In the industrial method, what is that industrial method, ma'am? Haber process. Haber process. Haber process means synthesis of ammonia. It is the industrial method. For the synthesis of NH3 ammonia gas. Okay, see in this chemical reaction, let's see N2 gas combined with 3 moles of hydrogen gas. In the presence of catalyst. Catalyst, what is the catalyst we are using? Iron catalyst. And molybdenum used as a promoter. And the temperature is 720 Kelvin temperature and 200 atmospheric pressure. These are the optimum conditions for the synthesis of ammonia in Haber process. Write the optimum conditions for the synthesis of ammonia in Haber process means catalyst, temperature and pressure. These are the optimum conditions. Then forms NH3. 2NH3. It is exothermic process. Then delta H is equal to minus 46.1 kilojoules per mole. kilojoules per mole. See, this formation of ammonia is depends on Le-Chatelier principle. According to Le-Chatelier principle. According to Le-Chatelier principle, formation of ammonia means forward reaction, means product side. Forward reaction, favorable conditions, that is, if you observe that it is exothermic process. For exothermic process carried out at low temperature, that is, low temperature is required because it is exothermic reaction. It is exothermic reaction and optimum temperature. Optimum temperature means minimum temperature. (700 to 720 kelvins). 700 to 720 kelvins. And pressure. See here, delta N value we need to calculate. Delta N is equal to negative. Means if pressure is increases, the reaction is forward towards moving towards a forward direction, or products are favorable. So high pressure is required. High pressure and optimum pressure is equal to 200 atmospheric pressure. And the catalyst. What is the catalyst we are using? Iron used as a catalyst. Iron. And a promoter. Promoter is molybdenum. Molybdenum used as a promoter. So this method is known as Haber's process or synthesis of ammonia. Industrial method for the synthesis of ammonia, that is Haber process. So in your textbook the given diagram also means by taking two pipelines. These two from these two pipelines we are passing separately hydrogen gas from one pipeline and another pipeline nitrogen gas. And then here one compressor is there. This is forward towards compressor. At this compressor, what happens now? Temperature is low and high pressure. High pressure from this compressor we are transferring through cooling pipe. Here coolant, and in this coolant catalyst is present. Means iron catalyst and molybdenum promoter. Then they react with each other. And that compressor compress the end-to-end H2 gas and passing through the reactant chamber. In that reactant chamber, iron and molybdenum catalyst are there. Then end-to-end H2 gas combine to produce ammonia gas. Again, unreacted N2 and H2 gas coming to the compressor again. Then forms ammonia gas. Okay, so this is known as a Haber process. It is very, very important. Next, chemical properties of ammonia. Let's see. Chemical properties of ammonia. Chemical properties. We know that ammonia acts as a base. So first one is basic properties. So whenever ammonia combined with water in the presence of water forms ammonium ion plus OH minus ions. So due to the formation of hydroxyl ion, due to formation of OH minus ions or hydroxyl ion in water, NH3 acts as base. NH3 acts as a base. The second one is NH3 acts as a Lewis base. Lewis base. Why NH3 acts as a Lewis base? On NH3 has on central atom in ammonia, the nitrogen contains one lone pair is present. This lone pair NH3, the nitrogen atom contains lone pair. This lone pair electrons can donate. Lone pair electrons can donate. Forms Day2 form. So the donation of pair of electrons to the deficient molecules, then they act as a Lewis base. For example, NH3 combined with BF3. Then the BF3 is electron deficient molecule. It can donate pair of electrons, then forms